Hi, I'm Richard Tomlinson. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your own delicious maple syrup. I find this to be a really fun, easy, and inexpensive hobby to do in the spring. The first thing you're going to need is at least one maple tree. It can be any variety of maple, even a birch tree. I happen to tap red maple trees. The tapping season occurs in the spring of the year and lasts about 3 to 4 weeks. This usually falls somewhere between February and April, depending on your location. The sap flows best when the daytime temperature is above freezing and the temperature at night is below freezing. Only put taps in trees larger than 10 inches in diameter. You can add another tap for every 5 additional inches in diameter. Don't reuse holes from year to year. Move over horizontally several inches every year. You can tap any side of the tree. I use and recommend a 5/16 inch drill bit so the tree can heal up faster. Match the drill bit size to the size of spiles you're using. Incline the drill slightly so the sap drains out, and drill the hole about 1.5 to 2 inches deep. Tap the spile in lightly just to create a good seal. Position the drop tube into your food-safe collection vessel. You can use a milk jug, 2-liter bottle, or 5-gallon bucket. One tap will give you about a gallon a day during the peak of the season. I usually collect the sap from these containers about once a day. I store the sap at 40 degrees Fahrenheit for no more than a week before boiling. Once you have about 5 gallons of sap, you can go ahead and start the boiling process. Boil your sap outdoors over a fire to limit the amount of steam in your home. You can use a wood fire. I use a propane burner so I can control the heat, start and stop easier, and it reduces the smoky flavor of the maple syrup. Boil the sap in a stainless steel pot or pan. I use a pan because it increases the surface area for faster evaporation. If you have any ice in the bucket, it's mostly water. Throw it out. That'll increase the sugar density of the remaining liquid. You can drink the sap, and it tastes great. It's very refreshing, and it's healthy. I put the burner setting on about 3 on mine. I'll put a link to the burner I use in the description. If I start with 5 gallons, I typically boil for about 3 to 4 hours. When you have about half a gallon left in your pan, bring it inside and finish boiling on the stove. It gives you more control for that finishing boil. When you're transitioning from your outdoor boiler to your indoor boiler, run the sap through a mesh filter to get rid of any debris. Then, put it in a pot on the stove. Use a candy thermometer to monitor the temperature. It will start off around 212 degrees Fahrenheit and slowly rise to 219 Fahrenheit. But this depends on the boiling point of water at your altitude. Essentially, you want to heat the syrup to 7 degrees above the boiling point of water in your area. I recommend boiling it on medium heat. Just keep an eye on it and don't let it boil over. As the temperature gets close to 219 degrees Fahrenheit, use a refractometer to start checking the sugar content. These are great devices. I got this one for about $20, and it's so much easier to use than a hydrometer. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in how it works. When the sugar content hits 66 bricks, you're done. Let it cool to 190 degrees Fahrenheit, then pour it through an Orlon filter and then into your jars or bottles. Use clean bottles and pour in the hot sap. Put the lid on and tighten it up. As the sap cools, it will create a vacuum and seal the jars for you. You can keep sealed jars at room temperature for years. Keep opened jars in the refrigerator. There are a lot of details here, so I put together a free 1-page PDF cheat sheet on the website. I'll put a link to that in the video description. Download as many copies of that as you want. Thanks a lot for watching, and I hope this can be a fun family hobby for you for years to come.